Hello everyone, this is Dr. Gajani. In this video, we are going to study field effect transistor. This is the second video of field effect transistor. In earlier first video, we have already studied field effect transistor in detail. That is construction, working, its parameters and other related topics in detail. I welcome you all in this second video of field effect transistor. Here is the content of this video. In this video, we are going to study about MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. In this, we are going to study first what is MOSFET, then we will study types of MOSFET, then we are going to study construction and working of MOSFET, then characteristics of MOSFET, its special features. So let's discuss about metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET. Actually, the working principle and properties of JFET, which is one of the family member of field effect transistor, is based on to the reverse bias at PN junction. A depletion region is created which alters the channel resistance and therefore the current flows through the JFET. The other important member of this family, that is FET IGFET, which is ahead of its JFET in terms of its application. And this important member, insulated gate type FET, that is IGFET, is popularly known as metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or we may call it as MOSFET. So MOSFET is one of the family member of FET, which is also known as insulated gate FET or IGFET, which is ahead of JFET in terms of its applications. The MOSFET derives its name from the fact that the metal gate is insulated by a very thin oxide layer from the semiconductor channel. Now, types of MOSFET. MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. There are two basic forms of the metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, and they are named according to the way in which they operate. So there are two types. The first one is enhancement MOSFET, and second, that is depletion MOSFET. Now, principle of MOSFET. Actually, the MOSFET works on the principle that the thickness, so that resistance of a conducting channel and hence resistance of a semiconducting material can be controlled by a transverse electric field across an insulating layer which is deposited on the semiconducting material. So on this particular principle, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor works, and this is the fundamental difference between the MOSFET and BJT. That is, if you want to differentiate between these two, MOSFET and BJT, then on this particular principle we can differentiate it. Now let us discuss the first type of MOSFET, that is enhancement MOSFET. Here is the figure a typical sketch of p-channel enhancement MOSFET, which is shown by this particular figure. This figure shows the p-channel enhancement MOSFET, which is widely used since 1972. So let's describe its construction and its operation. Actually, enhancement MOSFET consists of a lightly doped substance of N-type silicon. On the N-type substrate, two heavily doped P regions are diffused. One of the two P regions, one is known as drain and other as source. These regions are separated by 10 raised to power minus 5 meter to 2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 meter. A thin layer of insulating silicon dioxide is grown over the surface. So two heavily doped P regions are diffused in the substrate. One region is called as a source and another which is called as a drain. The separation between these two regions is in the order of 10 raised to power minus 5. A thin layer of insulating silicon dioxide is grown over the surface. Then a thin layer of aluminum is covered over silicon dioxide and the metallic contacts are made. Source, drain and gate as shown in this particular figure. Here it should be noted that the gate is not in direct contact. The gate is not in direct contact. This is the gate which is not in direct contact with the channel but is insulated from it, and hence the name, that is IGFET, that is insulated gate type field effect transistor. P-channel enhancement MOSFET symbols. This figure shows that the symbols for P-channel enhancement MOSFET. Here are its terminal. The first is gate. This is we call as a drain. This third one we call as a source, and the fourth one, that is a substrate. For this figure, this is called as a gate. This terminal is of drain, and then this is of source. Remember, the enhancement MOSFET differs from the depletion type in that no continuous channel exists between the source and the drain, with the result that no current flows at zero gate voltage. The symbols broken channel represents this particular condition. As we know, a minimum, or you may call it as a threshold, gate voltage is required before the drain current will flow. Now let us study the working of enhancement MOSFET. The biasing of P-channel enhancement MOSFET is as shown in the figure. As the substrate is lightly doped, it is usually connected to the source. There are two PN junction, source substrate and drain substrate. So when gate to source voltage is equal to 0 and magnitude of drain to source voltage is increased, the drain current will be at negative potential, and hence drain channel PN junction is reverse bias. So this is the circuit diagram of P channel enhancement MOSFET. The substrate is generally here kept grounded. So here, as far as the working of enhancement MOSFET is concerned, we need to consider three conditions. In first condition, when gate to source voltage, gate to source voltage is equal to 0 volt. Suppose the gate is also grounded, that is gate is short circuited to the source, that is S, and the drain is at negative potential with respect to the source. It is found that drain current is equal to 0. Drain current is equal to 0. That is, no current flows between the drain to the source. This is because the junction between P-type drain and N-type, P-type drain and N-type substrate is reverse biased. It means that due to minority carriers, there is a very small current flowing through it. Second condition, when gate to source voltage is negative. Gate to source voltage is negative. When the gate, that is G, is at negative potential with respect to the source and substrate is connected to the ground, to the source, substrate is connected to the source, the gate layer is negatively charged. This gate layer will be negatively charged. Therefore, an equal and opposite charge, that is positive charges over here. These are the negative charges over the surface at gate, and so that positive charges and equal and opposite charge positive charges is induced at this particular site. So an equal and opposite charge is induced at the surface of the substrate due to the capacitor action, which is shown by this particular figure. That is, positive charge is induced in the channel which is just below this particular silicon dioxide layer. So this happens because electric field terminating in the channel, which pulls the positive charge carriers from the substrate close to the surface, and thus the region between the drain, that this drain and the source, now contains sufficient number of holes, and an electric current ID now flows. This ID now flows between the drain and the source, between the drain and the source. Larger and larger negative gate voltage attracts more number of holes near the surface, and which enhances the current between drain and the source. And the third condition, when gate to source voltage, that is magnitude of gate to source voltage, is greater than threshold voltage. Now what is threshold voltage? It is the lowest value of gate to source voltage beyond which the drain current enhances. That is what we call it as a threshold voltage, which is denoted by Vt. So here the magnitude of gate to source voltage in third condition will be greater than magnitude of threshold voltage, and then drain to source voltage is increased. So the channel region is highly influenced by the transverse electric field, which produces this gate to source voltage, and the shape of channel changes with VDS. So this is how the enhancement MOSFET works. Output characteristics. The variation of drain current ID to the drain to source voltage for various negative values of drain to source voltage gives the output characteristics of enhancement MOSFET. The variation of drain current ID with drain to source voltage for various negative values of drain to source voltage are shown in this particular curve. This is called as output characteristic curve for p-channel enhancement MOSFET. The channel region is highly influenced by the transverse electric field which is produced by gate to source voltage. The shape of the channel changes with drain to source voltage. For example, when we keep it drain to source voltage is equal to 0, the channel will be rectangular in shape and becomes wedge shaped. And when drain to source voltage is increased from 0, this drain current increases slowly at the beginning, and then beyond certain value of drain to source voltage the drain current remains practically constant. So these curves are shown by this particular graph, by this particular figure, which are called output characteristics or drain characteristics of the p-channel enhancement MOSFET. Transfer characteristics. The curve of drain current versus gate to source voltage is called as a transfer characteristics. Figure shows the transfer characteristics curve. The minimum negative value of gate voltage where the drain current ID starts to flow is called as a threshold voltage for a given MOSFET. This figure shows the graph between gate to source voltage to the drain current. When the gate is at negative potential with respect to source and the substrate is connected to the source, the gate layer is negatively charged. Therefore, an equal and opposite charges are induced at the upper surface of the substrate. Thus, the region between the drain and the source will contain sufficient number of holes, and an electric current, that is drain current, now flows between the drain and the source. So larger and larger negative gate voltage attracts more number of holes near the surface, and this will enhance the current between drain to source. Therefore, as the negative value of gate to source voltage is increased, drain current increases, and this particular curve of drain current versus gate to source voltage is called the transfer characteristic curve for the MOSFET, as shown in this particular figure. Here this particular VT is called as a threshold voltage, the lowest value of gate to source voltage beyond which the drain current enhances is called as threshold voltage. Depletion MOSFET. Here is the construction of depletion MOSFET. A typical sketch of N-channel enhancement MOSFET is shown in this particular figure. This figure shows the N-channel depletion MOSFET. The depletion MOSFET channel contains a channel between the drain and source with proper charge carriers, which allows some current to flow initially. Now, it consists of a lightly doped substrate of p-type silicon. On the p-type substrate, two heavily doped N regions are diffused. One of these two regions is called as a drain, and the other N region is called as source, and between these two regions a heavily doped N channel is formed by diffusion, which makes the proper charge carrier available for the initial drain current ID to flow. The length of this N channel is 10 raised to power minus 5 meter to 2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 meter. A thin silicon layer of insulating silicon dioxide is grown over this particular surface. The metal layer covers the entire N-channel region and it forms the gate. The layer of silicon dioxide works as the dielectric, that is insulator between the metallic surface and the surface of this particular substrate. Thus, a parallel plate capacitor is formed with silicon dioxide layer as a dielectric medium between the two parallel plates of this capacitor. So two highly doped N regions are diffused in this particular substrate. Now let us look at the N-channel depletion MOSFET symbols. Here are the two figures of N-channel depletion MOSFET symbols. This is the first figure and this is the gate of this. This terminal is called as a drain. This terminal is called as a source. And this terminal is called as a substrate. So the schematic circuit symbols for diffuse N-channel depletion MOSFET is shown by this particular figure, and for diffuse P-channel depletion MOSFET can be shown as well. So this is the N-channel depletion MOSFET symbols. Now working of depletion MOSFET. In order to study the working of depletion MOSFET, here is this particular figure. Here is the circuit diagram, and these are the connections which are made for working of this particular depletion MOSFET. The biasing of P-channel enhancement MOSFET is as shown in this particular figure. As the substrate is the lightly doped, it is usually connected to the source. There are two PN junctions, that is source substrate and the drain substrate. When gate to source voltage is equal to 0 and drain to source voltage is increased, the drain will be at negative potential and drain channel PN junction is reverse biased. In order to study the working of depletion MOSFET, we will have to consider three states. The first state will be when gate to source voltage is equal to 0. Second case where the gate to source voltage is negative, and third case where the gate to source voltage is positive. So when gate to source voltage is equal to 0, for this gate will be shorted to the source. The drain is at a positive potential with respect to this particular source. The majority carriers in N channel, that is electrons, will flow from, that is drain to this particular source, and since the gate is short circuited to the source, the gate G is at negative potential with respect to the drain, and hence a positive charge consisting of holes is induced. A positive charge consisting holes is induced in this particular, these are the positive charges consisting of holes which are induced in the N channel through this particular silicon dioxide layer of the gate channel capacitor. So this results a depletion of mobile electrons in the channel, causing a depletion region in the channel. The shape of the depletion region depends on the gate to source voltage, and another that is drain to source voltage. The channel becomes wedge shaped, and thus when drain to source voltage is increased, this drain current also increases, and a certain value of this a certain value of drain to source voltage, drain current becomes almost constant. So this value of drain to source voltage is called as the pinch off voltage. So beyond pinch off voltage, a saturation region for a drain current is obtained. So this is how this particular depletion MOSFET works. Output characteristics. The variation of drain current with respect to drain to source voltage by keeping gate to source voltage constant or some fixed value, we call it as output characteristics, or you can also call it as a drain characteristics, which is shown by this particular figure. So here on this x-axis we have taken drain to source voltage, whereas on y-axis we have taken drain current, and these are nothing but the different values of gate to source voltage, such as here it is -2 voltage, this is for -1 voltage, and this is for gate to source voltage is equal to 0. It may be noted here that the depletion MOSFET can operate for both the gate voltages, that is positive as well as for negative voltages as well. Hence the depletion MOSFET is also called as dual mode MOSFET because it operates in both the modes, that is enhancement mode as well as depletion mode. So already we have studied the static drain characteristics, where we have discussed if you keep gate to source voltage is equal to 0, then that is we'll have to short the gate to the source, and the drain that D will be positive potential with respect to the source. So majority charge carriers in the N channel will flow from source to the drain through that N channel, and the conventional current flows through the channel drain to source. So hence positive charge will consist of holes is induced in the channel through silicon dioxide of the gate channel capacitor, which will result a depletion moving electrons in the channel, which causes a depletion region in the channel, and the shape of the depletion region will depend on gate to source voltage and drains to source voltage. The channel becomes wedge shaped, isn't it? So when drain to source voltage is increased, drain current also increases. When drain to source voltage is increased, then what happens? Drain current also increases at a certain value. This is the certain value. For this gate to source voltage is equal to 0. So till this drain current increases, and then ID becomes 0 for all drain to source voltage. Okay. So this value of drain to source voltage is called as the pinch off voltage, and beyond this particular pinch off voltage, a saturation region, that means this region is called as a saturation region. This region is called as a saturation region for drain current which is obtained. So when gate to source voltage is equal to 0, appreciable in case of depletion MOSFET, whereas it is very small for enhancement MOSFET. Transfer characteristics. The transfer characteristics of depletion MOSFET is shown by this particular figure. It is seen that the drain current is depleted, means it is reduced when the gate voltage is increased towards the negative side, and it will enhance, that is increase, when the gate voltage is increased towards the positive side. It again represents dual mode operation MOSFET. A transfer characteristics is a graph between input gate to source voltage and the corresponding drain current for a constant value of drain to source voltage, that is VDS. So when the drain to source voltage, this drain to source voltage is maintained at some positive potential with respect to source, and this gate to source voltage is varied, the variation of drain current ID with gate to source voltage is shown by this particular figure, and this curve, that is ID against VGS, is called as transfer characteristics. As we have already discussed that the depletion MOSFET is a device which can be operated in depletion, that is by maintaining gate to source voltage negative, as well as in enhancement, that is by maintaining gate to source voltage positive mode. Hence the depletion MOSFET is also called dual mode MOSFET. So you can look at this particular figure where you will find that this is the depletion mode, that is by maintaining gate to source voltage negative, as well as here on this graph this is the enhancement mode, that is by maintaining gate to source voltage in positive mode. So hence the depletion MOSFET is also called as dual mode MOSFET. Special features of MOSFET. MOSFET possesses almost all the advantages that JFET exists. In addition to those advantages, the most important is its very high input impedance. So this is the first feature of MOSFET. Second, as we know that the input impedance of junction field effect transistor ranges from 100 mega ohm to 10,000 mega ohm. So it offers, MOSFET offers still higher input impedance, which ranges from 100 mega ohm to 10 raised to power 13 ohm. Third feature is that another notable special feature of this MOSFET is that the most simpler technology is involved in manufacturing than in large scale. Then fourth feature, that the conductivity channel of MOSFET is controlled by the transverse electric field, which is induced across silicon dioxide layer. In MOSFET, the gate leakage current is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 12 ampere, and therefore the input resistance of MOSFET is very high, of the order of 10 raised to power 10 ohm to 10 raised to power 15 ohm. This is also one of the important feature of this particular MOSFET. The drain resistance of MOSFET is less than junction field effect transistor. Depletion MOSFET may be operated in both the modes just we have discussed, where this MOSFET can be operated in both the modes, that is enhancement mode as well as depletion mode. MOSFET requires a very careful handling because of a small jerk or shock may rupture the ultra thin silicon dioxide layer between the channel and the gates. So this is all about this particular MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Thank you.